darlings. Welcome to the second Lake Garda vlog. We have got 5 more days here in Lake Garda, and then we've got a night in Verona, and we're going to see one of the infamous operas. So we've got a fantastic final 6 days for our mega Italy trip. I think we've been away for maybe 18 days in total. I'm pretty sure this is my longest trip ever, and I was also in Provence for 5 days before this trip, so it's been a long time. I'm not gonna lie, I am missing my garden, I'm missing my puppy dogs, but we are having the most wonderful time. It's also a heat wave in the UK. Whenever we go away, it's always the UK heat wave. We always miss it, but alas, there is nowhere I would rather be. It is so beautiful here. So if you have not been following the vlogs consecutively, as well as the French countryside and Provence, we've had a Tuscany vlog, we've had a Florence vlog, we've had a Lake Garda vlog, we've had a Lake Como vlog, and now we have got Garda going into Verona. So I really hope you've been enjoying the travel vlogs. So as you just saw, today started off with an exceptionally sweaty, sorry TMI, exceptionally sweaty workout. It's already 30 degrees, it's 9:30 in the morning, a little bit later than I would have liked to start today's workout, but we didn't get home from dinner until about midnight last night, so we had a little bit of a lie-in. This hotel does not have a gym, but it's not a problem because they've got mats, and as you just saw, I actually barely even used the mat. All you really need actually is nothing. You don't need anything to do a really good workout, but if you are planning on doing a few workouts, I would recommend, we come over to my bag of goodies, I would recommend bringing with you a resistance band, because you can do so much with this and you can really get some good strength workouts in. A water bottle is always very, very handy. I have of course brought my ocean bottle with me. I also, if you do have a gym, I have that little sticky thing from Amazon that basically suctions your phone onto any surface. So you can suction it onto a mirror, and then I like to follow Chloe's Pilates workouts. I follow workouts on my Peloton app, but there are so many on YouTube that are completely free. You can just type in 20-minute body weight exercise and you'll be able to get a great workout in. With the amount of pizza and pasta that we are eating, this just makes me feel really, really good. Great start to the day. So I'm gonna have a quick shower, head to breakfast, and then we've got another glorious day on the boats. My workout kit is Sweaty Betty. I really like the style of this top. It's kind of like a yoga top. And then the shorts, they've actually got the like lycra shorts within them, and then this loose outer layer. Really, really nice. Zippy section at the back in case you're going out for a run or something. Of course, you can do a run anywhere in the world as well with no equipment. I just don't love running. And I also noticed that the Peloton app now has like power walk things that you can listen to motivate you to do your power walk if that's your thing. So yeah, lots of ways to keep moving, lots of swimming in the lake, lots of amazing fresh food, so feeling good. Anyway, can't wait to hop in the shower and then hop in the lake as soon as possible. So welcome to Lake Garda, or welcome back to Lake Garda if you watched the last vlog, and let's go and have some fun. Hello my darlings, so we have come to a very busy area called Sirmione. This is where we are going to have lunch. It's really, really beautiful on the edge of the lake. There's this fabulous castle. I think it's obviously one of the more popular spots for tourists. Of course, we ourselves are part of that. And it's just beautiful cobbled streets, really lovely old buildings with the balconies and the canopies and the flowers. I think Phil and Hannah have got somewhere in mind for lunch called the Garden. We're just hoping they'll still be serving, because in Italy they don't serve lunch quite as late as in Spain, for example. I think maybe because breakfast isn't such a big thing. So it's 2:30. Hopefully we can still get some nice pizza. Gosh, this looks delicious. Beetroot salad, cacio e pepe with pistachio, burrata. Wow. We have had lunch. It was absolutely delicious. I have to say, all the food around Lake Garda has been amazing. Lake Como was a little bit more fine dining, I would say, but everything that we've had here has been incredible. And also, interestingly, every town that we go to seems to have a Michelin star restaurant, which is quite incredible. We are now embarking on the very, very serious mission of finding the best ice cream for our post-lunch treats, and then it's back on the water. There are so many gelaterias and ice cream places, so it's just picking out which is the best, and it's normally the one with the biggest queue. Looks like the team have made their decision. Wow, look at all these flavors. Workout. Good for the triceps.
I'll undo this bit or leave it? You can leave it.
The basics of boat driving from Philip today.
They're in neutral now. So if you gently move it forward, you'll hear it clunk. That's it. And now we're into gear. Yeah, exactly. We'll just sit there for now. We need to be about 100 meters from the shore. So if you want to aim over there, point where it feels for how the steering works. So it's quite gentle steering to get it up on the plane. All the accelerator.
So we pulled up at Isola del Garda, and this is how you get your snacks and your drinks. They come around with these boats with a little refrigerator.
Because then they keep it chilly. I was wondering why he was writing it down.
So is there a big stock boat somewhere?
He really couldn't remember. Yeah. Huh?
So he's heading over to the stock ship to get our supplies.
5, 4.
3, 2, 1! No! Nutter. So those little clips that you will have just seen, we just had a lovely lunch at a place called the Riviera Terrace, which is at the Punta San Vigilio that we came to last time, and we saw this new place. We decided to book a table. They have got, and the food was absolutely amazing. This is their kind of private pool area. You can rent it out for special occasions, for a private party, or you can, I think they're actually opening a boutique hotel, but it's such a gorgeous spot. They only opened a week ago, so nobody really knows about it yet, but definitely one to add to your list if you are heading to Lake Garda. This is what to look out for. Absolutely beautiful.
Welcome to San Vigilio.
Punta San Vigilio. Outfit of the day?
It is hot today. All about brown. And then this is that Brazilian brown 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕 carioca.
Nice.
My Drake sunglasses.
Very nice. And your clutch?
My clutch. My
Okay,
man.
we are here to get some ice cream. As always, I'm going to get pistachio and maybe hazelnut as well. This is a very cute little town. Actually, not so little. It's probably this and Sirmione. Lamone. I can't remember the names of both. Been the place beginning with S. Probably the two biggest that we've visited so far. It is that time of day, but we are on the quest for ice cream. The team spotted a gelateria. Pistachio and cookie flavour. Yeah, exactly. It is now Thursday morning. I have been a little light on the vlogging the last couple of days, but after all of the Italy vlogs like Como, Florence, Tuscany, I just wanted to chill out a little bit. So I've shown you a few little bits, but not as much as I normally would. So to give this vlog a little bit more substance, I wanted to share with you just a few ideas on workouts and workout bits that you can do anywhere in the world with little to no equipment. So at the very beginning of the vlog I shared with you that I bought my resistance band with me, and to be honest there is so much that you can do with absolutely nothing. But I'm going to do a 10-minute resistance band workout. I've already done a 10-minute stretch and a 10-minute bar class on the Peloton app, but there's also a little series of I think like 8 or 10 moves that I like to do using my resistance band. I will leave a band link down below. I highly recommend taking these with you on holiday. You can get such a good workout in with a resistance band. And what I think I'll do is I'll just leave you rolling while I do the workout, and I will film a little voiceover. So let's get started. Today's workout outfit is this really nice light blue coloured set from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. My ocean bottle actually matches almost, which is quite cute. So it's this little short set, which I think is really nice when you're on holiday. I even have matching socks, racerback style top, and my resistance band is this one here from Chloe's Pilates, whose class I do back home. Chloe also has an online platform with loads of different workouts you can do. So without further ado, let's do a 10-minute resistance band workout. Okay, first of all, my apologies about that silly microphone. Right, so each of these exercises I'm doing 45 seconds on and then a 15-second break. We're starting off with some really simple squat walks. So 45 seconds of those, I go side to side, and then I'm doing squat and leg raises. I'm doing both legs here, so 45 seconds just focusing on one leg and then the other. Then we're going into lunges. These are really quite challenging. You can use a wall to support if you want to, and I do these one leg at a time. So 45 seconds on the right leg, then 45 seconds on the left leg. I'm lifting the leg and then doing the squat, bend down, leaning forward, and then leg raise. Squat, bend forward, then leg raise. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of arms. You can really see here how this is working my shoulders, my lats, and also the biceps. The band is underneath my foot, and then I'm pulling it up on the opposite side to which leg is bent. More on the arms. This is a really simple one. You can see how it's working the tops of my arms really well here. I've got the band pulled at a good resistance, and I'm doing 12 pulses, keeping the band tight but pulsing out, 12 times pulsing as I go up, and then 12 times pulsing as I go down. Then we're doing one of my favorites. This is a real cardio blast, squatting down, and then it's kind of like a squat resistance band version of burpees. So taking 4 steps back, crouching down, and then 4 steps forward. If you want to increase the intensity of this one, you can add in a jump. So jumping forward and then squat steps backwards, jump forward, squat steps backwards. This one is great for raising the heart rate. So then I'm doing some donkey kickbacks, 2 to the side and 2 to the back. Again, 45 seconds on the right leg and 45 seconds on the left leg, 2 to the side and 2 to the back. You can see this whole time I'm really focusing on keeping my abs engaged. Then to finish, just some squat pulses, and this will really finish off your glutes. And don't forget to finish off with a lovely stretch. Another day out on the boat. We're heading somewhere called Castello this morning. It's another gorgeous day at the moment, but the forecast says storms later. So we've got to keep a close eye, and the second we see some clouds, we're heading back to shore. Nothing petrifies me more than being on a boat
Captain Jack Falcon, isn't he?
Farewell Hotel. See you tonight. Are all the boys wearing their striped shorts today?
We are.
You're all matching.
All in our seersucker blue and white.
Where are your shorts from?
Is it gingham? Is that gingham?
Seersucker. Stripe.
Can it be gingham and seersucker?
Yeah? Gingham is the pattern, seersucker is the material. Looking for the cat. Is that it? Or is that a bird? About 5 seconds at full speed. I am the dog of Garda, and I've got Dickie's colouring. Oh baby! I am a wild doggy. Okay, after a morning on the lake, we have stopped. Oh my gosh, my face, you can tell how hot it is from my appearance right now. Probably again about 36 degrees. We stopped at a lovely lakeside village called Castillo. There are so many villages on the lake. It's so ginormous, all really beautiful and charming. This one, I think Castillo means castle. I don't actually know if there's a castle here, maybe an ancient one that's in a state of ruins, because I couldn't spot one from the shore, but I might be wrong. We are just going to stroll through the town. I believe Phil and Hannah have got a restaurant in mind that we're going to stop at for lunch. But there's some really beautiful church spires here with the bells. It's very charming. This is fun. So all of these red mopeds here are for a group tour. That is a fabulous way to see Lake Garda from the coastline. Charlie, what are you thinking for lunch?
Well, my choices are pizza, pasta, or pizza.
Or pasta.
Or pasta, yeah.
I might go for pizza.
Or pasta.
Charlie's glasses and hat. Phil, you've not seen Charlie's glasses and hat, have you?
They're on you.
Down with the kids. Do you know what's even better? Do you know what this is? If Alexander McQueen, I know he's not around anymore, but if he came up with this, everyone would be lapping it up. Just because it's me doing it, people think it's silly.
I think you're a trendsetter. B. That is the icing on the cake.
Everyone will be hungry. There won't be anything of this.
Would you like to buy a hat.
Yes.
Take your
There
pick.
was a man with a hat.
Yeah, this is the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. It's easy.
Another picture.
No, ricotta is on the way.
The usual post-lunch pistachio ice cream has been acquired. Now we're going to have a quick walk around Castelletto, I think it's actually called, and then back on the boat to head back to our hotel before the storm. It's been a day of treats today. We have receded back to the hotel swimming pool just in case the storm does arrive, and we have got snacks. I don't think they sell these in the UK anymore. Must be some lethal ingredients, but they sure are good. Raining but sunny in Lago di Garda.
Very funny.
My goodness, this is our restaurant for this evening. I have never seen so many ornaments in a restaurant before. I have never seen so many cats in a restaurant before. Wow. Every chair has a different sparkly cat cushion. Mine is wearing a turban. This is quite a hilarious setup. You are attached to a tree right now. The tree is my tripod this morning. So I've just done another great workout. I have been using the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 app. I actually discovered 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 thanks to 𝑠hirLux because they did, it was probably this time last year or last September when we were on our very rainy trip to Catalonia, and they did a free 10-day reset challenge. I did that, really enjoyed it, and I've had the app ever since. I mostly use it on holiday, and the good thing is that you can download workouts. So I thought, seeing as this vlog has kind of ended up with a little bit of a kind of fitness, sorry there's loads of dust on the screen, it's had a little bit of a health and fitness focus. So I thought I would just sit down and chat to you and share maybe 10, I'm aiming for 10 kind of wellness and fitness tips to help you feel your best on holiday. I don't know if I'll be able to muster up 10, but we'll give it a go. So I'll start off with tip number 1 being a little bit of daily movement. And this doesn't have to be a full-on workout. I appreciate that holidays are your time to relax, and for some people that means doing absolutely nothing. And me 4 years ago, it would have been doing absolutely nothing, no exercise whatsoever. But I was trying to think when the shift happened, and I think it was probably when we started really training for our wedding, and I just wanted to look and feel my best for our wedding, so we started to do a lot more regular workouts. And I think having my membership at Bamford, where I get free, they're included in the cost of my membership, reformer classes, that has really got me into the habit of doing a workout every single day. So to me, that is just now a routine. It's what makes me feel my best, is a little bit of daily movement. So as you've seen, I bring my resistance band with me. I think on our next trip, I will also bring wrist weights and also a little exercise ball. But as I think I showed you on the first morning, you actually don't need anything at all. You can do a body weight workout on the grass, on your balcony. You can type it into YouTube, it's absolutely free. or you can use an app like Fluidform or like Peloton. There are so many things that you can do workout wise that don't require any equipment whatsoever. But also, if you don't want to take like 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour to do plotted movement, then just going for nice long walks. When I arrive in a new place on holiday, I love walking. Sometimes I'll put my earphones in, sometimes I will just take in the sounds from nature and just walk to explore your area, aiming I guess for around 10,000 steps a day, but that doesn't really, you know, as long as you're just getting that little bit of movement in. I think I heard someone on a podcast recently saying 30 minutes, 2 blocks of 30 minutes of intense walking is the best thing for longevity. So just getting that natural movement in. It could be playing in the sea, it could be swimming, just regular movement on holiday I think is a really great way of keeping up that kind of base level of fitness and making you feel really good. Second tip, something else that I've been talking about a lot on this holiday, is re-mineralizing your body. So I have brought with me, as again I've shown you on a few little vlog clips, my little sachets that I have brought with me from Ancient and Brave. So this is actually the true collagen one. The collagen is really good for adding into smoothies, coffees, for skin, hair, nails, overall wellness from within. And why I like Ancient and Brave so much is because they are completely tasteless and odorless. I'm the first person to be a bit picky when something alters the taste of something. I can't stand it and I just won't consume it. So the fact that this one is completely tasteless and odorless for me is the best thing. So this is the collagen, and then I also highly recommend the True Hydration sachets because they are full of electrolytes. They've got the dried coconut water, they've got all the potassiums and all the minerals that you need to keep your body hydrated and nourished. So I just add that into my water bottle. I guess my third tip would be to bring your own water bottle. This makes such a huge difference. Charlie and I both bring our ocean bottles. It means that we're always hydrated on holiday. They're really lightweight, easy to clean, and you can take the top off if you want to and pour yourself a little cup, or you can just slurp it like a normal one. As you can see, it is a thermal flask, so it will keep your drink cold or hot all day, which is great if you're out on the beach. And obviously some hotels provide free water. Sometimes you just get jugs of mineral water at breakfast. You can just top it up. And also when you're out and about, it means you can avoid some single-use plastic. So bringing your own water bottle, I would say, is another really good little tip. So speaking of breakfast, my fourth tip, and this is just something that I love to do when we are at home. I like to, you know, we've got our jar of mixed seeds. It's probably got like 7 or 8 different seeds in it: flaxseed, linseed, chia seed, pumpkin seed, sunflower seed, etc, etc. And at home I like to sprinkle that on my avo toast. I like to put it on my yogurt, put it in a smoothie. And a lot of hotels again will have a little seed station, but just in case they don't, I now on a holidays bring with me a tiny little Tupperware. I'll show it to you later because I think I showed it to you in the Florence vlog. A little Tupperware of my seed mix, and what this means is you're getting that daily dose of variety when it comes to just a little bit of variety in your plant mix, which we all want to be getting around 30 different types of plants a week if we can do. So that's a great way of starting that off, and for fibre and other benefits, having seeds is a really great way to start your day. So just in case the hotel doesn't have a seed mix for you to add onto your yogurt, then it's really easy to bring your own. A little bonus thing, because I've not done it yet, so I'm not going to add it to one of my top 10 tips, but something that I'm considering buying, and if any of you guys have tried it out, then please let me know. I saw Pilates instructor Bryony Deary sharing on her Instagram that she took with her a chargeable, I think it was by Ninja, I'll leave a photo on the screen here, blender. It was a travel blender, and I thought what a good idea, because for example where we're staying now they don't offer smoothies at breakfast, but I love to have a smoothie as my kind of dessert to my breakfast, so after my savoury. And there's strawberries, there's melons, there's seeds. I could make a great smoothie if only I had a blender. Apparently they don't have one in the kitchen here. So I'm thinking about buying this blender, but I'd love to know if any of you guys have tried it, because I'm really tempted. I would love to be able to make my own smoothie with the fruit that you can get from a hotel breakfast. So that's kind of a little bonus one. But I guess tip number 5, still talking about breakfast, is to have a savoury breakfast first. So it's really tempting, and some days I do go in with the American waffles and pancakes and maple syrup, but overall I try to have something savoury first. So that might just be 2 fried eggs and some nice sourdough bread. I try not to get the really square bread that you often find near the toaster at hotel breakfast, because more often than not that is an ultra processed bread, which is not ideal. We're not going to go into that, but if you are interested in ultra processed food and what it is and why you should avoid it, then the book Ultra Processed People by 𝘞𝘩𝘢, I'll leave a photo on the screen here and link it down below. That is a game changer. I would recommend that book to everyone. I think that the number one thing we can all do for our health is cut out ultra processed food. So learn what it is and how to avoid it with that book, to save me spending an hour talking about it. Yeah, so avoiding ultra processed bread, go for the more locally made, preferably sourdough or rye bread. I love a seeded bread with 2 fried eggs or some avocado on toast. You could do smashed up banana, then add your seeds on top. A savoury breakfast first, I find, keeps me full for longer, and it's better for your glucose levels. A book that's really good for learning about glucose levels is The Glucose Revolution. That is another one that I'll leave on the screen here and link down below. This is all just if you're really interested in improving your health and overall well-being, both at home and on holiday. So with that in mind, savoury breakfast, and then you can have something sweet and lovely. Enjoy local ingredients, enjoy the fresh Mediterranean tomatoes, the lovely melons and berries that you get abroad. The more variety that you can consume, the better. The more fresh fruit, the more fresh veg. It's just so good for you to get that variety, and you might discover something new that becomes an absolute favourite. So are we on tip number 6 now? Okay, I'm definitely going to be able to get to 10, I'm sure. Number 6, let's stick with the glucose theme. I've had a few questions actually, because people have obviously seen on my stories that I have been eating a shed load of pasta every single day. I've had at least 1 bowl of pasta, and these are not small portions like you saw yesterday, an entire saucepan full of pasta, and it's so good and I don't want to stop. And for me, that is what I enjoy on holiday, is just really, really good food. But something that makes a big difference when it comes to your glucose levels and therefore your digestion and how sluggish you do or don't feel afterwards is by eating something green first. And one of the best things that I find is easily accessible on holiday is rocket. It's got obviously different translations. I think in French it's rucola, Italian it's rucola or arugula, which isn't it arugula in American? Rugola. I think rugola is the Italian. I'll leave the correct word on the screen here. Very, very often when you go to a nice restaurant or any restaurant, they will have rocket available. And because it is a bitter, leafy green, it's just fantastic to have before you eat anything else, before you have the bread on the table. If you really want to be very mindful of your glucose levels and general health, it's actually best to avoid that bread on the table. I personally don't. I don't avoid it because I love it. It's always amazing when you're abroad. But having a bitter, leafy green is the best thing you can do to start off your meal. It really, it's like electroshocking your digestive system and getting it going. Some of these tips, by the way, are from the nutrition course that I've started doing online. I'm not yet a qualified nutritionist, but I am studying, and I'm finding it so fascinating, and I'm loving putting all of the tips into practice. But it doesn't have to be rocket if that's not available. Just starting your meal with something green. If your plate arrives and you've not eaten anything yet, just start with your veggies, and that really helps to kickstart your digestion. So greens, and preferably rocket at the beginning of the meal, is tip number 6. Another thing for managing your glucose levels and your kind of energy levels following a big bowl of pasta or a heavy meal on holiday is to go for a walk afterwards. What happens when we consume something like pasta or something really starchy, stodgy, full of glucose is our body and our bloodstream becomes full of glucose, and if we don't use up those glucose levels, essentially it turns to fat. So what we want to do instead, and that also makes us feel lethargic, makes you feel sluggish. I have been known to fall into a deep sleep after a macaroni cheese before, but if you move your body, just go for like a 10-minute walk after a big bowl of pasta or a big meal, then your muscles will use up the glucose that's floating around in your bloodstream, instead of them then sitting around and turning into fat or making you feel sluggish. So movement after meals is really, really, really important, even if it's just walking around the town for 10 minutes before we get back on the boat, because once we're on the boat we're just like zonked out. Movement after meals, really, really important. Okay, tip number 7, I'm going to talk about drinks. So I've already mentioned water, keep hydrated. If you can avoid plastic water bottles, that's better, because especially in the heat, I am a little bit concerned about leaching of the plastic into the water. So water, water, water from glass bottles if possible. That's the first tip within hydration, and adding electrolytes into your water. Oh no, my battery is starting to die. Second thing, I do avoid fizzy drinks. It's just, for me, it's unnecessary sugar and ultra processed badness that I just don't need. Instead, if I want a treat, I'll get a really nice fresh milkshake. I will enjoy a lovely glass of wine, but I don't drink to excess, whether at home or on holiday. So just keeping your alcohol consumption limited. If for you enjoying a holiday is drinking a lot, then fine. You don't have to do all of these tips. Obviously, this is just what I personally do. So water from a glass bottle with electrolytes is amazing. Avoiding sugar sweetened beverages like fizzy drinks. I never drink Coke or Fanta or anything like that. I just don't really see the point, and they are really, really bad for you. And minimizing, keeping alcohol to a minimum would be my 3 drinks tips. Okay, I'm scratching around a little bit now. Tip number 9, I would say, if you want to beat jet lag and feel really at ease in your new environment, is to ground yourself. Get outside, get some sunlight on your body, take your socks off and feel the ground under your feet. Grounding, I know we're getting a little bit, some people would say a little bit woo-woo now, but these things I actually do, and I really notice a difference as soon as I land somewhere, to help me settle into the time zone, settle in and not feel lethargic from travel. Sunlight on your skin, obviously with a good SPF on, and grounding to me makes a really, really big difference on how great I feel when I arrive in a new place. And then my last tip, because sleep is so important to our overall well-being, is, I know it's really fun to go out and party and be active all the time on holiday, but holidays I think should be all about relaxing. So trying to adopt a slightly slower pace. Maybe you want to do a little bit of breath work or meditation. Maybe you just want to read a book and lie in the sun and do nothing, but really getting into the zone of relaxing, slowing down a little bit more. See if you can have longer sleep, go to bed earlier if you want to, have a lie-in, really make the most of getting really good quality sleep to reset your body when you're on holiday. And all of these things are hopefully going to make you feel amazing. Obviously, some people like to do absolutely nothing and just really chill on holiday, but these are things that make me feel really good, so I hope you'll give them a try. Okay, I've got a fresh battery in. I apologise, that was a little bit rushed at the end, but I've just popped on a shirt, same as yesterday, for breakfast. So I'm going to quickly go around and show you how to make slightly healthier choices when you have got a hotel buffet breakfast. All right, here we go. So first thing I'm going to look out for, sorry that was a bit wonky, here's Charlie Body stocking up. What have you got for breakfast?
Well, starting with some cereal.
Yeah, nice.
I like this cake in the morning.
Oh, that looks amazing. What is it? Let's see. It is crostana frutti rossi. I don't know, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Very nice. I will have some of the sweet treats afterwards. I'm going to get some yogurt with the seed selections. This is great. They've got loads of lovely seeds. Trying to find the healthiest yogurt choice. So anything with fruit in it is often flavouring, which we're not so keen on. So I'm going to go for a nice natural yogurt. This is what we're going to go for. Once again, you're on holiday, so have whatever's going to make you happy. But if you like everything in equal amounts and you want something that's going to make you feel good for the rest of the day, these are just a few little tips. I am not going to say no to these lovely croissants. These are amazing with the strawberry jam in them, but I'll just save that until the end of my breakfast. And then when it comes to toast, this is a really nice sourdough. So that's what I've got in the toaster to have with some boiled eggs. What are you going for, B?
Some yogurt with some chia seeds.
Nice.
I've got,
Is that peach?
I don't know, it's like an apricot.
Your brother got that too.
This is peach, and then this is like an apricot tart thing for the dessert.
Very healthy. Yum, yum, yum.
Room pancakes.
And pancakes, very important. Okay, we have arrived at a town. I don't yet know the name of where we are, but we're going to find a nice spot for lunch. It's really beautiful. There's a big castle on the corner, which I think we're going to have a stroll around afterwards. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, maybe that's the name of the town. I don't know if I carried on filming in the madness of it all, but I did sadly lose my cap yesterday. It got caught in a breeze, and then I think it must have got churned underwater from the propellers, even though we did turn back to look for it. Sadly, my layup cap is no more, but my little Dior hat coming in very handy. Thing that we've noticed about places on Lake Garda is they stop serving lunch or stop taking orders at 2 o'clock, which seems very early for a European country, but I guess maybe it's just in Spain that they do the late lunches and late dinners. Look how gorgeous this area is, so pretty. So we're racing to find somewhere and get our order in before 2. Lunchtime pizza, but first a couple of bits of rucola. Yummy. Avocado. Gosh, all the buildings in this village are absolutely gorgeous. Apparently, Winston Churchill used to come here on holiday. Don't know how we'll ever prove that, but he definitely loved Lake Garda.
Yeah.
So we've come to do a loop around the castle, and 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 is the name of this little town. It's so pretty. So many beautiful flowers, lovely trees, lots of bougainvillea. We are doing our post-lunch walk to burn, well, not quite, I don't think we're quite going to be able to burn off the amount of carbs we've consumed, but it will definitely help to balance out our glucose levels. We've just done a little walk around the castle, although I think it maybe gets a bit boring after this. Perhaps we should go back into town and get some ice cream. The most important decision of the day is where to get our post-lunch gelato, and we've decided on this place. I love this fun little feature they've done out the back. They've used hessium as their cones, and then I guess it's just, I don't know, very clever. I don't really know what the flavour is. It's called Extra Ruby, but it's almost like a blackberry with pistachio as well. As a frappe. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. What flavour have you gone for, darling?
Pistachio cheesecake and pistachio.
Oh, lick it on the other side. Never seen such ferocious licking. Is it good? This is mine, the Extra Ruby as a frappe. It's pistachio and blackcurrant. Really good. Uh-oh. Hannah's spotted a sausage dog calendar. Oh.
You know what that means, don't you?
Cavalier.
Yeah.
They're not the best looking though, are they?
No. Yeah, they only have a short
Oh. And back on board we go for another afternoon of floating around and finding the perfect spot to dunk in the lake. Well, we've heard how storms in Garda arrive with only about 2 minutes notice, and where we were just happily sunbathing, we realised that there was suddenly a gust of wind, and then everyone started to mass evacuate. So we've just pulled into this little harbour. You can see the storm coming. Our hotel is over there, but we didn't think we would make it before the waves are 10 foot high, which is exactly what happened to Phil and Hannah last year. That was quite scary, I'm not going to lie, but we've got into a harbour and we're gonna hunker down until the storm passes. My heart is beating so fast. Might not sound scary, but I do not fancy 10-foot waves and seeing every single local just suddenly step on it. There must have been 100 boats in that cove, and now everyone has left and everyone's putting their storm covers up. This is gonna be a big one. 2 minutes later, after the storm, the sun is back. This is the post-storm wipe down. They're using window cleaners to wipe the water off the tables. And the air is so much clearer. And there's actually a nice breeze. It's the first time I've felt slightly cool on the entire 2 weeks in Italy. Away from our safety bay. Charlie's in charge. Oh, look at that. Nice calm water. We made it safely to shore.
Do you reckon, Phil, this way, isn't it?
Does it itself? Charlie, one hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
Out of the evening, so it's the final evening in Garda. And we're heading via boat taxi to Salò.
To Salò, I think, yeah. Phil is waiting, Captain's waiting. After a little stormy period, it's a beautiful evening. Shall we walk with you?
Yes.
Let's walk the plank.
This is from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 with a cute little bow. My hairdryer for the evening will be our boat taxi. This bag has been a fabulous holiday bag. It's got a little inside strap as well, which has proved very helpful when you want to do this.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. So whenever we're lakeside, we're not ogling cars, we're ogling boats. This is a new style 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅s are basically the Rolls-Royce of boats. We've seen so many on our trip here. This is a really beautiful new style. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Guesses down below how much this will cost to buy. Spaghetti, basil, and lemona crema. Crema de limona. Spaghetti with basil and lemon cream. Yum! And aromatic breadcrumbs. Fantastico!
Please. Allora, this is cannolo siciliano style, Sicilia style, with ricotta di goat, the lemon, the pistachio. Poi, this is crostata di fragole, the strawberry, okay, with vanilla sauce or ice cream vanilla, okay. This is torta di rose, rose cake is the local, with vanilla sauce, only ice cream vanilla. Ice cream.
Italian cannolo. Cannolo do Sicilia. Wow.
I'm okay actually.
Wow. Fantastico. Fantastico. Good morning, my darlings. It's now Saturday morning. Today's our final day in Lake Garda, and we are actually driving up to Verona tonight. We're going to see an opera. However, I've decided now that that's going to be a separate vlog because this one is already approaching the max time that we should spend on one travel vlog. I think we're nearly at an hour. So thank you for bearing with me. If you got this far, leave the word bottle in your comment if you got this far in the video. So sticking with my habit, I'm going to do a workout again this morning. This kit is really cute. I have been, I bought 3 or 4 workout outfits with me, and I've been washing them in the sink with shampoo and then just leaving them on the balcony to dry. So I've essentially been washing washing them as I go. But yeah, this is, I think I showed you this top on the first day from Sweaty Betty. It's got a nice back detail. And then these shorts are probably my favorite. This material is absolutely gorgeous. It looks really luxurious, like it looks like a very expensive material. You've got this pleat down the middle, a little seam, and then you've actually got zippy pockets. So this would be really secure if you're going out for a run. Really, really like this set. I actually haven't decided what workout I'm doing today. I've brought my resistance band down with me, but I've forgotten my mat. So I need to do something standing. So I might do a resistance band bar class because I can use this little wall. It's a wall, that's what it is. I can use the wall as my bar. So I'm gonna have a look on Google, on YouTube to see what workouts I can find. So let's get going. I've brought my selfie stick tripod down with me. It's just very handy to have my phone in the right place for the workouts. Perfect to get started. 12-minute booty band bar, that'll do. Again, my darlings, that was a great workout this morning. I also filmed a few more clips to share on TikTok. I might just do a few like holiday workout videos on TikTok. I've actually decided logistically I need to end the vlog now so that I can use this hotel's Wi-Fi to get it uploaded for you tomorrow. We're cutting it a little bit fine because we're staying somewhere a little bit more rustic in Verona and I don't know what the Wi-Fi situation will be. So I'm going to round up the Lake Garda vlog now. I apologize for the awful sound quality. I think both of my cameras need to be put to rest because they both seem to have microphone issues. I really, really hope it's not affected your enjoyment of watching the videos. So annoying when that happens because I only know when I come to edit, which is such a huge pain. But I hope you have enjoyed the vlogs nonetheless. We'll have a Verona vlog on Tuesday and then back to the Cotswolds. We've got one more night in Italy, just doing one night in Verona tonight. And then when you're watching this, I will be flying back home. It has been a mega trip and I've loved bringing you guys along with us. So, oh, there's the church bells. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in Verona on Tuesday. Bye-bye.